Hello, Home Choir. Very, very good morning and a very warm welcome to our Songs of the Sea live stream here on Folk Monday. I hope everyone out there is having a good day, whatever time of day it is as you're watching this, whether it's live, whether it's later on. You are also very welcome. It looks a bit dark and dingy in here. That's because the Home Choir effect is, as always, in full effect. The sun, well, it's been largely hidden all morning, and of course 2 minutes before I came up here it started shining brightly, so it must mean it's time for Home Choir. Let me just double check that everything's working here in the studio. I've done a little bit of rewiring, which hopefully might have solved some of the camera issues we had last week. Who knows? And in the lower key. And let's just check we've got the various tracks. You should have one more day. Oh, that's loud. Apologies if anyone was listening on headphones. That was very loud. Let's turn that one down a bit. Okay, roll the old chariot. Roll the old. Oh, a drop of Irish stew. No, come on, Ben, come on. Let's get with it. Oh, I'm going to leave her. Shallow. Of course, transpose. Must not forget to turn transpose off when we sing Shallow Brown or I sing in the wrong key. An important consideration. Leave her, Johnny. Got the new one today, which is Trade Winds by Frederick Keel, as sung by Liz, and then Sloop John B. Marvellous. Okay, I'm going to unplug my iPad because I think we've got enough charge there. Do I have the magnificent acoustic of Patchway Cathedral? I do. So, I think we're ready in more ways than one. So look at the live stream. I see a lot of people setting out on their journeys to Manchester and talking about going to Dublin and so on. Can't imagine why you'd be doing such a mad thing. But for everyone who is travelling to sing the Mozart Requiem, well, I have to say, very much looking forward to seeing you. Spent most of yesterday packing, and I got a lot of stuff to lug around the country and, of course, across the Irish Sea. But it's going to be a brilliant trip. Don't forget, there's plenty to come up, coming your way for Home Choir. Really, it's a really great programme. You've got the anniversary special coming up in 2 days. You've got a rerun of All Around My Hat, where I wear as many hats as I can possibly fit into a brief half hour. And then Sunday morning, you've got the complete Vivaldi Gloria, as sung by Katie and myself and recorded right here in Patchway Cathedral. And speaking of Vivaldi Gloria, to those of you who made the trip across to Backwell, it snowed. It actually snowed on Saturday morning. Unbelievable. So to everyone who braved the Arctic conditions here in the West Country to make it across to sing Vivaldi Gloria, I hope you had a great day. It was a really, really fantastic event. We had a lovely balanced choir, a beautiful Baroque string band. It was really, really fantastic. So that's one down, 4 come and sings to go. As Nikki's pointed out, 5 come and sings across 4 countries. Well, you know, that's what happens when you're a jet-setting, internationally renowned conductor. Let me welcome everyone who is here. Well, first of all, let me welcome everyone who's watching later on. Thank you so much for being part of Home Choir. This is such an amazing thing that we do, coming together to share the love of music, to sing together, to build community, and as we're approaching, well, to take part in world-leading academic research, to record our voices, to do all sorts of amazing, innovative things. So thank you to everyone who is part of Home Choir. And if you haven't yet subscribed, well, do consider just doing so. Just click that red button. Doesn't cost you anything. And of course, puts a great big smile on my face. Hello to everyone who I know is watching live but isn't in the live chat. Hello to Helene and Bill and Val. Hello to Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maureen and Harry and June. And to Anne and Linda and Charlotte and Nikki and Val and Huyen and Katie and everyone else who's watching today. And then hello everyone over here. Lots of people on trains, lots of people travelling. And so it is fantastic to see all of you. I'm really looking forward to these next few days, travelling around, seeing lots of lovely people, conducting Mozart's Requiem in Manchester, Newcastle, Edinburgh and Dublin. Hopefully I'll know it by the end of the tour, shall we see? So who is here this morning? Many people watching and listening in. So if you are on the train, particular hello to Alison, who said hello, but she has dropped off my list because she hasn't commented in the last few minutes because she is on a train. So hello, Alison. Hello, Angela. Hello, Christine. Hello, Dave. Hello, Jill. Hello, Liz. Hello, Emma. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Irena. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jen. Hello, Jill. Hello, Jill. Hello, Mo. Hello, Nicola. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Soraya. Hello, Susanna. Hello to all of you. How are we doing? Well, I hope. Don't forget your See You Jimmy hat. You know what, Jill? I actually had forgotten to pack the See You Jimmy hat. So thank you for that reminder. I'm going to add it. I do have a list, including what's top of the list: coffee. It's not that they don't do coffee elsewhere. It's just I'm going to be spending a week in travel lodges, and the coffee in their rooms is. So See You Jimmy. You'd be amazed at what autocorrect makes of the See You Jimmy hat. But anyway, there we go. It's on the list. Oh, pray for me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's get started. We've got a brilliant programme to sing this morning. We've got some great sea songs and a brand new piece as presented to us by Liz from Norfolk. But to begin with, as always, we are going to sing our home choir chord, and we're going to sing that lovely B-flat chord this morning. So can I ask you to take a nice deep breath and sing home choir for me, and we'll start the show. Here we go, and... Very, very good morning, everyone. Welcome to our show, and what a brilliant programme we've got today. We're going to start in a moment with Shenandoah, a slightly different version. I shall explain why and who this one is for in particular, but this is a much more... slightly more operatic, slightly bigger version of Shenandoah than perhaps we've sung before. We'll follow that with One More Day, which we learned a few weeks ago. We'll roll the Old Chariot along, and a drop of Nelson's Blood will help without doubt. Before Shallow Brown and Leave Her Johnny, and then we'll sing Trade Winds, which is the new piece for today. You'll find a score for this one in the description if you wish to use it. It's a song from the 1910s thereabouts by Frederick Keel, setting of a poem by John Masefield. It's a really, really good song. I believe it comes from the Associated Board singing syllabus as well, so if you've ever been interested in doing a singing exam, well, you can learn this one with me, and then that's one done, isn't it? And then we'll finish off, of course, with Sloop John B, which will send us off into our week. And what a week it is, ladies and gentlemen. On Wednesday, you're going to get to see, well, not just a whole load of quarantine choir songs as recorded by yours truly almost exactly 4 years ago, but you're going to see some of the footage that I was filming before Quarantine Choir launched. So this is pre-release, unseen footage. Literally nobody but me has ever seen this. I've never shown it to Anna or to the children or to anyone else. And I'm slightly nervous of you seeing it, but I know you'll be kind. Because, of course, you'll be able to contrast where things were prior to the 12th of March 2020 and where things are today. I hope you'll agree things have improved. We'll see. So do tune in for that. It's going to be a great, great video. That's going out at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we're going to rerun All Around My Hat, which went out last summer. It's a great fun session. Of course, lots of Steel Eye Span and lots of silly hats. And then the Vivaldi Gloria on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. It's the full thing. So you've got all the choruses, you've got all the solos. Huge thanks to my wonderful daughter, Katie, for singing the soprano solos for us as well. So what a treat. And our first ever complete work here on the channel. Now, there's so much going on over the next few weeks. It's typical, really, for home choir at this time of year. We've got Sing for Happiness coming up a week on Wednesday. And this is free to take part online. They have sold out of face-to-face tickets, which is amazing. 400 places sold in the choir, which is a huge number of people, and I'm really looking forward to working with them. And if you're one of those people who signed up to sing in person, well, I know it's going to be a brilliant set of rehearsals and a big event. But of course, everyone is welcome to sing online and take part in it. So the first session is on March the 12th at 7 p.m. It is an unlisted link. And if you would like to take part, you do need to be subscribed to the Home Choir newsletter. More details on how to do that in a minute, but only subscribers to the newsletter are going to be sent the links for this. And do please also consider taking part in the academic study. Although this is entirely optional, there will be some extra forms that you'll need to read and to appreciate and understand, because this is a serious academic study, and there'll be a short questionnaire to take part in before and after each of the online sessions. Okay, so if you don't fancy the sound of paperwork, bear in mind it's all anonymized, then you can just come along and sing, and it'll be a great time. But if you would like to be part of this, frankly, groundbreaking, brand new study into the effect of singing on happiness, well, then all the details will follow in this week's newsletter. Now, we're also in the middle of a crowdfunder, which launched last Wednesday. We set ourselves the target of £500 and smashed that target already. We're up to over £900 raised at this point in 5 days, which is incredible, and huge thanks to all of you. Our stretch goal is 1,500. If we hit 1,500, we can absolutely fund all the tracks that we would like to, and one of them we're going to sing today. So if you haven't yet had a chance to go over and have a look, the link's in the description. Please do consider singing and sending us some money towards that, because it would really help us keep this free for everyone to take part in, and help us grow this wonderful thing that we do. So remember, it is over there at Crowdfunder, link in the description, and thank you. And indeed, if you would like to support this channel beyond the Sing and Send crowdfunder, please do consider buying us a cup of coffee. It doesn't cost anyone anything to come along to Home Choir, but it is 100% funded by your donations. So if you are a regular donor, thank you so much. And if you'd like to, go along to homechoir.org/donate and just, as I say, buy us a coffee or a slice of birthday cake. And indeed, there's so much going on with Home Choir and more to announce in the coming weeks that really you need to be subscribed to the newsletter, which is free. Go along to homechoir.org/newsletter, fill in the form, and that's all you need to do. We'll send you an email every week packed with everything you need to take part in Home Choir, including links, scores, news, and lovely photos and more besides. So go along there and sign up. And if you tell us when your birthday is, well, we'll sing you happy birthday. Now, because I'm hitting the road shortly and I won't be back live for a week, we've got lots and lots of birthdays to sing for in a minute. It's Richard and Alison's birthday tomorrow, then Sandra and Arena the day after, Reagan and Nikki's birthday then on Thursday, Liz is celebrating her birthday on Friday, then we've got Leslie and Maureen there at the weekend. So we'll sing happy birthday for those 9 home choristers shortly. First of all, though, let's warm our voices up a little bit, as it is certainly where I am here, still relatively early in the week. And let's start by just rolling our heads around, stretching those neck muscles out. Excellent. And now rolling your shoulders around for me. Alison's asking, is the Wednesday programme suitable for those of a nervous disposition? Are you talking about this coming Wednesday, rolling the shoulders forward? Are you talking about the quarantine choir? Well, I think the worst thing to expect is some puppets and me putting a pudding basin on my head. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then sigh and relax your shoulders. At one point, my hair is absolutely terrible. And some of the early delivery, the unseen footage, is a little bit cringeworthy, but otherwise it's fine. And the Sing for Happiness stuff is going to be absolutely lovely. Yes, completely and utterly family-friendly, universal, suitable for all, as they would say. Okay, let's do a little bit of gentle singing. Let's have a ya, ya, ya. Here we go, and ya, 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 yo, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fantastic. Let's bring that list of birthdays back on screen. Now, our recording, marvellous as it is, leaves a gap, but there's nowhere we can fit 9 birthdays in. So let's have a slightly more elaborate, in-person, live happy birthday. Let's sing together for these wonderful, wonderful home choristers. After 2, a 1, a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richard, Alison, Sandra, Irena, Reagan, Nikki, Liz, Leslie, and Maureen. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Kind of got to go a bit more over the top when you have that many birthdays to celebrate. So to Richard, Alison, Sandra, Irena, Reagan, Nikki, Liz, Leslie, and Maureen, many, many happy returns of the day. Have a fantastic birthday when it comes, and thank you again for all the support you give to Home Choir. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are off and running, and we're going to take straight away to the water. It is a Songs of the Sea, after all. And this one, well, it's a song we've been singing for many years. It's Shenandoah, and we're going to sing a slightly different version to the one we usually do. I'm dedicating this to a good friend of mine, to Martin. Now, I've been helping Martin with some singing lessons and preparing him for a singing exam, and his exam is tomorrow. And I am wishing him all the very, very best. He's going to have a fantastic time. This is one of his songs that he'll be singing. So, he is a home chorister. So if you'd like to wish Martin all the best for his singing exam tomorrow, in the comments, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. And Martin, you're going to do a brilliant job of this. So I'm going to sing this one for you. Everyone, do sing along. It's time for Shenandoah. Here we go. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Oh, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri. 'Tis 7 long years since last I saw you. Away, rolling river. 'Tis 7 long years since last I saw you. Away, I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri. Shenandoah, Shenandoah, Shenandoah. There you go. That one's from Martin. You're going to do a great job tomorrow, Seth. Go and smash it. So we are off, floating away, and it is time for us to sing One More Day. And this is a song we learned a few weeks ago. This is one of the home choir special arrangements. And this one, if Shenandoah was quite operatic, this one is a bit more sort of pop and rocky. And used my gorgeous Fender guitar for this one. I just love my new Fender, and it's featured on a number of our recordings today, and it's going to feature on many, many more in the years to come. So everyone, One More Day. And for those of you travelling to Manchester, only one more day until we get to sing the Mozart Requiem. So here we go, everyone. It's time for One More Day. Oh, have you heard the news, me Johnny? One more day. We're sailing homeward bound tomorrow. One more day. Only one more day, me Johnny. One more day. Oh, rock and roll me over. One more day. Oh, heave and sight the anchor, Johnny. One more day. While we're close aboard the port, me Johnny, one more day. Only one more day, me Johnny, one more day. Oh, rock and roll me over, one more day. Oh, I'm bound away to leave you, Johnny, one more day. But I will not deceive you, Johnny, one more day. Only one more day, me Johnny, one more day. Oh, rock and roll me over, one more day. Oh, have you heard the news, me Johnny, one more day. We're sailing homeward bound tomorrow, one more day. Only one more day, me Johnny, one more day. Rock and roll me over, one more day. Only one more day, me Johnny, one more day. Oh, rock and roll me over, one more day. Only one more day, me Johnny, one more day. Oh, rock and roll me over, one more day. Oh, rock and roll me over, one more day. There we go. Fantastic piece. A really, really catchy number. Here on Home Choir, an earworm? Surely not. Never, never have I ever heard such a scurrilous accusation that's entirely true. Now, we're going to go on and sing another really, really catchy number. All of the thing about these sea shanties, of course, they're supposed to be catchy. They're supposed to have these refrains that you just, they hook onto your brain, and then you just sing them again and again and again, and you look forward to them. And it helps the work go faster. It helps the work. And that, after all, is what was going on board ship when they were singing songs like this one, which is Roll the Old Chariot Along. And, of course, quite recently I had the privilege of visiting HMS Victory, Lord Nelson's ship, where he lived, he worked, and indeed he died, and saw the spot where he was shot and saw the spot where he died as well, which very much kind of brings to life this song. They stored him in a barrel. It turns out it was cognac. They stored him in a barrel so they could take him home, and he had the first state funeral for someone who wasn't a member of the royal family. How about that? Westminster Hall, all of the trimmings. So dear old Nelson. So let's sing this one all together. I don't know if you're drinking Nelson's blood. I mean, it's quite early here in the UK. I'm on the coffee myself. But, you know, an Americano with milk doesn't sound quite as nautical as a drop of Nelson's blood. So here we go, everyone. Let's sing Roll the Old Chariot. Roll the old, roll the old. Okay, got to really go for this one. Here we go. Roll the old. Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. So we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. Oh, a plate of Irish stew wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a plate of Irish stew wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a plate of Irish stew wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. So we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. Oh, a nice fat cook wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a nice fat cook wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a nice fat cook wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. So we'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. We'll roll the old chariot along. And we'll all hang on behind. Oh, a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a roll in the clover wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. So we'll roll, we'll roll, we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind. Kind of a dramatic ending there, ladies and gentlemen. As I say, got to go for that one. Watching myself slowly change colour on the screen. Oh, there we go. Gonna bring it down a little bit for the next one. But, you know, hooray for coffee. The next one. This one is Shallow Brown. And, well, this one is a sad one. Of course, so many sea songs are sad. Because a lot of them are about leaving, whether it's leaving port, whether it's leaving a lover. Think about it was a lover, the dark-eyed sailor. It's quite often these people would disappear off for months or years at a time. And this one is particularly sad because it has its roots in slavery. Not the cheeriest of topics, but a very, very important historical one. So we're going to sing this one all together. It does go very, very low indeed for the basses and for, well, indeed, for the second basses in particular. And we sing this one in F. So let's sing this one together. It is time for Shallow Brown. I'm just going to put a little bit of extra acoustic on because it's a shame to sing this one in the dry. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to leave her. Shallow, shallow brown. Oh, I'm going to leave her. Shallow, shallow brown. Ship on board a whaler. Shallow, shallow. I'm gonna ship on board a whaler. Shallow, or shallow brown. Bound away to St. George's. Shallow, shallow brown. Bound away to St. George's. Shallow, or shallow brown. Love you well, Juliana. Shallow, oh, shallow brown. I love you well, Juliana. Shallow, oh, shallow brown. Master's going to sell me. Shallow. Master's going to sell me. Shallow, oh shallow brown. Sell me to a Yankee. Shallow, oh shallow. He's gonna sell me to a Yankee. Shallow. Oh, shallow brown, sell me for $1. A great big Spanish dollar. Oh, shallow brown, gonna cross them chilly mountains. Oh, shallow, I'm gonna pump them silver fountains. Oh, shallow. Oh, I'm going to leave her. Shallow, shallow. Oh, I'm going to leave her. Shallow, oh, shallow. Gorgeous song. Very moving. Very, very effective. One of those songs we have to keep singing. We have to keep it in our repertoire. We have to keep telling these stories. But it's all right to feel sad about them. Okay, now we're going to go from one kind of leaving, the sad kind, to a much happier type of leaving. I don't know if you've ever stayed in accommodation that was, should we just say, distinctly disappointing. Dear Anna and I stayed in a hotel last year. It was a wonderful gift from her parents, my parents-in-law, for our birthday, to go away and have. We booked a hotel we'd been to before that we really liked, and it was just a disappointment. It had been taken over by another hotel chain, and the room didn't have a bath, which was the first sign of trouble. The heating was rubbish. The room was, it was just a disappointment from beginning to end. And so when we left, I had the great pleasure, one of the only great pleasures about this stay, was writing the stinking review of how disappointed we were. And that leads us to this song, which is, I think, the ultimate nautical Yelp review. How would you rate our voyage over the last few months? Your feedback is important to us. Well, this Leave Her Johnny, it's not about leaving a woman, it's not about leaving a person, it's about leaving the ship. And the reasons are, well, it wasn't a lot of fun. Now, we're going to be recording this one as part of our Sing and Send, and so I shall be teaching this one again in the coming weeks with a particular focus on the harmonies that are going to go into this. And I'm feeling a little bit adventurous. I might even add some extra bits, because if you're going to sing it, well, it needs to have all of the voices all chiming in. And so if you've sung this one before, sing up particularly loudly. And if you've had recent cause to be cross with customer services, well, then this one is particularly for you. Here we go. It's Leave Her Johnny. Nice deep breath. Here we go. Oh, the times are hard and the wages low. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. But now once more ashore we'll go, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Whoa, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. I thought I heard the captain say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow we will get our pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Whoa, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the rats have gone, and as for the crew, leave her, Johnny, leave her. It's time, me boys, that we went to, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Whoa, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. were foul and the work was hard. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. From Liverpool docks to Brooklyn Yard, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Woo! Heave one more turn and around she goes. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Or each man Jack will kick up his toes, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Time for the last verse, everyone. This is kind of the summary. How did you rate it? Well, oh, the winds were foul and the trip was long. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. But before we'll go, we'll sing this song, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us one more time. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh dear, to quote a character from a TV show years ago, let's go, this place is rubbish. I'm so looking forward to hearing HOMECHOIR sing that one. As I say, I think that the pieces we've chosen for the first Sing and Send, well, there are 4. One's already been fully funded and paid for. But Leave Her, Johnny, we've got the Shoshone Love Song, and we've got Peace I Leave With You. Very contrasting, very beautiful pieces. But that one, and the 4th one is Fly Me to the Moon, which is going to be brilliant. But Leave Her, Johnny, I just think it's going to be really therapeutic. Anyone who's had any cause to be stressed or cross with customer services, automated, we're very sorry for that. You're a machine. All of this stuff that's been pent up, cross with customer services, you're going to be able to let it out and Leave Her, Johnny. Well, anyway, let's have a look at our new song for today. And we have to say huge, huge thanks to Liz, who sent me this song. And I can show you this. And of course, Behind the Sofa will return in a couple of weeks' time with yet more new wonderful pieces. But she gave me an envelope in which were the words and the music and a recording of this piece. So talk about thorough. There's no requirement to do it like that, but I do appreciate how incredibly thorough Liz was when she was sharing this song with me. And we've already heard her sing the first couple of verses, and I thought it's such a great song. For one thing, it just will not leave my head. I'm not kidding, Liz. This has been stuck in my head for weeks, and so it's only fair to share it with the rest of the world. Now, if you'd like to grab a score from the description, you can. It's a really nice piece. We're singing it a semitone lower than written, because it's just a little bit on the high side otherwise for basses and altos. So although it's written in E flat, we're singing it in D. So if you are looking at the score and you think that looks a little bit on the high side, it's not quite as high as you think. Now the tune goes: in the harbour, in the island, in the Spanish seas. With me, and in the harbour, in the island, in the Spanish seas. Lovely. Now, are the tiny white houses and the orange trees. Same tune, just up a third. So, are the tiny white houses and the orange trees. Great. Then we sing, and day long, night long, the cool and pleasant breeze. So that cool and pleasant breeze, there's an extra beat. Just be ready for that. Listen to and day long. The cool and pleasant breeze. Let's sing that together. And day long. Ready? 1, 2, and day long, night long, the cool and pleasant breeze. And then this is the bit that just gets stuck in my head all the time. Of the steady trade winds blowing. go. And of the steady trade winds blowing. Then there's a little bit of piano. And then we sing, there is the red wine, the nutty Spanish ale, the shuffle of the dancers in the old sword's tale, the squeaking fiddle and the soughing in the sail of the steady trade winds blowing. So it's the same music in the second verse. Third verse, it's subtly different, and as this is the first time we've done it, I'll sing it through, but this will not be the last time we sing it. So don't worry if you find the ending a little bit trickier, not that it's particularly tough. So let's have a quick listen to verse 3. It goes, and on nights there's the fireflies and the yellow moon, and in the ghostly palm trees the sleeping tune. So far it's the same. Now this is where it diverges from what we're used to. Of the quiet voice calling me. Let's sing that together. Of the quiet voice. Of the quiet voice calling me. Then you get a little rest, and then you sing the long, low croon. Okay, sing the long, low croon for me. And the long, low croon. Then of the steady trade winds blow. Now that's almost exactly the same as before, but then because it's the winds blowing and heading off into the distance, there's a little... So let me sing that last of the steady. Okay, it goes, of the steady trade winds blow. Okay, now I'm going to play it all the way through with Liz singing. I've put in some gentle backing vocals, but this is Liz's wonderful performance, and I'll urge you to listen to this and get to know it if you are interested in any way in doing a singing exam. Well, this piece is on the Associated Board syllabus, and absolutely marvellous it is too. So thank you again, Liz, for sharing this with all of us. And here for the first time is the full version of Trade Winds. Here we go. Deep breath.
In the harbour, in the island, in the Spanish seas, are the tiny white houses and the orange trees, and day long, night long, the cool and pleasant breeze of the sturdy trade winds blowing. There is the red wine, the nutty Spanish ale, the shuffle of the dancers and the old sword's tail, the squeaking fiddle and the soughing in the sail of the sturdy trade winds blowing. And at night there's the fireflies and the yellow moon, and in the ghostly palm trees there's sleepy tune of the quiet voice calling me, the long low croon of the steady trade winds blow.
Well, there you are, everyone. Isn't that a gorgeous song? Beautifully sung by Liz, and a great example of why our Behind the Sofa series, as it's now called, as you, choir, have dubbed it, it is a fantastic way to share music from all around the world. So thank you so much, Liz, for that. We'll sing that again many, many times. Do dig out the score in the description. Come back. This will all be time-stamped after we've finished streaming, and you can sing that along with Liz and really get to know it, because it's a really, really good song. It only goes up to a D, so it's entirely appropriate for altos as well. Just I saw a couple of people say it's a bit high for altos. Nah, you can just go for it. That's all I'll say. Okay, now we're going to finish up today. This is actually interesting. It's my last bit of live streaming for a week. In fact, over a week. And so I think it's time for us to wrap things up with the Sloop John B. And I do want to thank everyone for being here today. Do come along and enjoy our premieres this week on Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. I will see you live, possibly slightly worse for wear, on Wednesday week, where we'll be learning a beautiful piece by Thomas Tallis. And then, of course, in the evening, our first Sing for Happiness session. And there's so much exciting stuff coming down the line for you on Home Choir. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Keep an eye out for the newsletter as well, as details about the Sing for Happiness is going to be all throughout that. But it's time for the Sloop John B. Here we go. We sailed on the Sloop John B, my grandfather and me. Around Nassau town we did roll, drinking all night, got into a fight. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B sail, see how the mainsail sets, pipe up the captain aboard and let me go home, let me go home, I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. The first man, he got drunk, broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away, take him away. Sherry Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B, hoist up the John B sail, see how the mainsail, pipe up the captain aboard and let me go home, let me go home, I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. The poor cook, he cut the fence, threw away all of my grits, and then he took and he ate up all of my coal, all of my coal. Let me go home, why don't they let me go home? This is the worst trip I've ever been on. So hoist up the John B, hoist up the John B sail, see how the mainsail sets, in aboard and let me go home, let me go home. Oh Lord, I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. I do hope that's not prophetic. No, it won't be. We're going to have a brilliant trip. Going to be going all around the UK and indeed to Dublin as well. many, many miles on the road and at sea. But of course, I shall be singing all these songs in my head as we go round. And I look forward enormously to catching up with you in the comments at our premieres and indeed in person a week on Wednesday. If you haven't yet subscribed to HOMECHOIR, I hope today convinced you. I hope we've earned your subscription. So click that red button, turn it that soothing shade of grey, and you can join the well over 4,300 people and help us on our way to 5,000 subs. Speaking of helping us on our way, if you'd like to support us and you enjoyed the songs today, will help us raise all the money so that we can professionally mix and record a whole load of our favourite songs, including Leave Her Johnny. So if you'd like to donate, well, you can go along to the crowdfunder, which is linked in the description, and you can join the people who've already given to help us, well, hit this fantastic target and to record these after Easter. And if I'm going to see you in the next few days in person, can't wait to see you. And if I'm not going to see you for a few days, well, do look out for those premieres and I'll see you next week. So everyone, take care. See you soon. All the very best. Bye, HOMECHOIR.